And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live, we hope, one more day inside the Tom Taylor Sports Show studio to get ready to come out on the road on Monday. We hope. Think we're in pretty good shape now, I think. We hope. So, anyway, we appreciate your patience. Of course, we've enjoyed being right here in the studio where it all got started 10 years ago. So, we're here today. We've got an abbreviated show going on. Here's what's happening today. We are going to bring you the Milligan men's basketball game coming up at 1 o'clock. We're going to give you the women's game tonight at 7 o'clock. The gentlemen in the field of 64 NAIA taking on University of the Cumberland Patriots from Williamsburg, Kentucky. We'll go on air the broadcast at 12:45. So we're going to do a show from 11 to noon, squeezing everything we can in the world of sports in 60 minutes. Then we're going to take a break, come back at 12:45, begin pregame coverage of the Milligan Buffaloes and the University of Cumberland Patriots in the field of 64. You win today, you play tomorrow. You win tomorrow, you head off to Kansas City for the Sweet 16. So, again, the Buffs are 22-9, and the University of Cumberland Patriots are 22-8, and so that's what we've got going on there. Then tonight, the Lady Buffs will take on the Oregon Tech Hustling Owls at 7 o'clock from Indianapolis. Same scenario, field of 64, and so if they can win, they'll whack it down to, they win today and tomorrow, they'll go down to the Sweet 16, head off to the ladies' Sweet 16 in the National NAIA Tournament in Sioux City, Iowa. So we'll start today. We'll go from 11 to 12, from now till 12 o'clock or thereabouts, and we'll bring you up to date with everything we got. High school girls basketball tournament play going on in Murfreesboro. We got basketball, lots of it, including Tennessee playing today against the Texas Longhorns, maybe the Cinderella story of the tournament right now for the SEC. We'll take a look at them, the Big 12, Big East, ACC, and the Big Ten. We'll take a look at all those. They're all playing in quarterfinal matches today. Also, we've got some baseball news. Rafael Devers back in the news to the Red Sox. Let him go. Cut him loose. Good night. Now he's telling, I'll save the story for later in the show. The Red Sox have said, we want to put you out on the field. He'll said, hey, you know what? I'll do whatever you need me to do now. Well, the spring training's about over. It's 2 weeks from yesterday's opening day in baseball. So we're down to the nubbins here, as they say. And so Mr. Devers has said now, well, yeah, I'll do whatever you want me to do. Okay, whatever. So we're here in studio. Thanks for watching show number 2248 on this 14th day of March, 2025. Beautiful outside. It's going to be another great day. We got some stormy weather apparently being pushed back to Sunday now. First it said it was going to be yesterday. Now that's cleared out. And so, trying to come up with a forecast in this neck of the woods is very tough, from the topography from Morristown all the way up to Mountain City and everything in between. It's tough to come up with a forecast. So, again, no rain today or tomorrow, so it looks like the rain, and maybe not as bad as they thought it was going to be as far as a storm coming in here on Sunday. So that's your weather for this mid-March, March 14th, Friday. Let's kick it off with the national anthem. Let's do it. Who gets to do it today? I got to bring her in. She can flat sing it, and we've not heard from her for a while. She did it and did it well. Oh, did she do it? At the Battle of Bristol. Jennifer Nettles with the national anthem, the verse today. We'll jump in and take a look at some high school basketball on show number 2248 in studio, brought to you by Food City. It's a deals for days. We'll talk about that too at all Food Cities. Got some great specials going on today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. We'll tell you about it right after this from Jennifer Nettles and the national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
She brought down the house on September the 10th, 2016, 9 years ago. What was I got the poster up here? 156,990. Saw the biggest college football game ever. Pretty cool stuff. And so, again, Jennifer Nettles can bring it down. She can bring down the thunder. Whoo, she's got a voice, got some pipes. Hello, Mike Fraley. How you doing, sir? Sheriff Fraley. Hello to Angie Wilhoit, our old buddy Ange. How you doing, lady? Appreciate you bunches. God bless America. Good morning. I hope all is well with you. We're getting better. We are getting better with the Lord's help and the Holy Spirit's help. We're getting better. So it's good. We have been we have been idled. We have been taught a lot of lessons in the last 2 weeks. I can tell you that. So goodness gracious sakes alive. So anyway, let's bring you the verse today. Let's jump right in and get after it. Here's the verse today out of the Old Testament. 1 Chronicles 16, 10 and 11 says, "Glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice." Whew. Verse 11, "Look to the Lord in his strength and seek his face always." Amen. Glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice. Look to the Lord in his strength and seek his face always. Out of the Old Testament, 1 Chronicles 16, 10, and 11 are the verses of the broadcast today here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, coming up at 12:45, we'll give you the Milligan men's basketball team. Again, it's the field of 64. They'll play it. They'll play at, it's interesting, they're playing at the home team's court. So usually have a neutral site come tournament time, but that's not the case today. And so we've talked to Coach Robinson. We'll give you his pregame comments coming up at the start of the broadcast at 12:45. So anyway, that's what's going on today. We'll bring you the audio version, audio only. In fact, here's what you're going to see when we get to the broadcast. It'll be that right there. That's what you're going to see. And so we'll bring it to you. Milligan and University of the Cumberland Patriots. Winner moves on. Loser will be eliminated from postseason play. All right, single A state basketball tournament going on as we speak. You have Van Buren and Coalfield. Van Buren 27-6, Coalfield at 31-5. The game following that will be Richland and Greenfield out of the single A. You have Richland at 28-4, Greenfield's ladies at 28-6. They'll play that one right after the conclusion of the game that's about to wrap up now in Murfreesboro. Then you get into 2A. You have Loretto at 25-8 against Westview 31-1. And then Gatlinburg Pittman, the ladies from GP, at 26-11 will take on York Institute at 29-5, single elimination. In the quarterfinals in 3A today, South Gibson at 28-8. They knocked out Cock County from our neck of the woods. South Gibson 28-8 and Heritage at 33-2 will do battle later on this afternoon. And on the other side of the 3A bracket, Dyersburg at 28-4 and Northview, the ladies who knocked out the Lady Vikings of Tennessee High. They go in at 32-4 against Dyersburg at 28-4. Northview won their game, by the way, over Jackson Southside, beat them by 7 on Wednesday, or rather yesterday, 55-48. So Northview will take on Dyersburg later on today in the other 3A quarterfinal. So actually, it's a semifinal. No, it's quarterfinal. No, Tom, it's semifinal. We've done the quarterfinal. They were talking to myself. Yeah, it's semis. There you go. And for welcome to my world, traveling with Tom. All right, so let's see the other semis in 4A today. Bartlett at 24-11, Cookville at 25-7 will square off later on. Beard and the Lady Bulldogs at 33-5 will take on Bradley Central at 33-1. How about that one? Combined record between those two, 66-1. They'll play that one later on this evening. In fact, it's the nightcap of the games. The semifinals going on at the girls' state basketball tournament. Guys will come up, of course, next week again in Murfreesboro. Hello to Jeff and Carolyn Bruce. Hello to Elizabeth Pleasant. Hello to Angie Wilhoit. Hello to Debbie Holmes. And let's see who else. Elizabeth, we still have Elizabeth, okay? Thank you all for watching. So, with you to about 12, a little bit after 12 o'clock, then we're going to take a break and shift gears and come back at 12:45 with audio only, Milligan and University of Cumberland men's basketball tournament play from right here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show Facebook page on the YouTube. All right, Southeastern Conference, here we go. We got some good ones today coming up. Goodness gracious, coming up at noon Central Time. You've got top-seeded Auburn and eighth-seeded Ole Miss. We'll go at it. Game 2 right after that, about 30 minutes after that one, Tennessee, the 4th seed, and the upstart Cinderella Texas Longhorns. They're coming out of the play-in game, if you will, on Wednesday, the first round. They beat Vanderbilt. They beat Texas A&M, and now they've got Tennessee in their sights. They'll start that one again right around about 30 minutes after the first game. Number 4 seeded Tennessee, the number 13 seed Texas, the Cinderella story so far of the SEC. Then the evening games, number 7 Missouri and number 2 Florida. And then the nightcap be number 3 Alabama, the Crimson Tide of Nate Oates will take on the Kentucky Wildcats, the number 6 seed in the quarterfinals of the SEC tournament. Tennessee played Texas one time on January the 11th and beat them in Austin 74-70. So the Vols, the only time they played them in the home and away, they didn't do home, they just did away this year, and they beat them out there again 74-70. In the Big Ten tournament coming up, 12 o'clock, getting ready to crank up here in a little while. Number 8, Oregon. Number 1, Michigan State will square off in Indianapolis in the Big Ten tournament in the quarterfinals. The other games coming up, the other afternoon game will be the number 5 seeded Wisconsin Badgers and the number 4 seed UCLA Bruins. The nightcap games, the night games, I should say, you will see number 7 Illinois, number 2 Maryland going at it. And into the nightcap, the wrap-up will be the number 3 seed Michigan Wolverines and number 6 Purdue. That's in the Big Ten tournament at Indianapolis. So that's some good basketball there. ACC. How about a Duke and North Carolina at 7 o'clock tonight in the semis of the ACC? Number 1 versus number 5. Tar Heels get the big win yesterday over Wake Forest. On the other side of the equation, number 2 Louisville, number 3 Clemson. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 5 in the semifinals. The number 4 seed didn't make it, of course. That would have been the Wake Forest Deacons. Got beat by North Carolina. So, hello, Angie Stout. How you doing, lady? So, Duke and North Carolina at 7 tonight. Louisville and Clemson at 9:30 tonight in the ACC tournament in Charlotte. Then you go to the Big East to Madison Square Garden. They've got their games, their semifinals tonight going on. You have Marquette and Xavier Marquette and the number 5 seed taking on St. John's, the number 1 seed. And the second matchup at Madison Square Garden tonight, UConn, number 3, taking on Creighton, number 2. So some good basketball coming up and going on again around the country. And so there's one I'm missing. What do I do with the Big 12? The Big 12s are somewheres over the rainbow. Okay, I'll get to it in the break. I know where it's at. It's in the southern stack. So anyway, that's what's going on in college basketball and high school basketball. We're here live in studio. Here's some specials from Food City. At all Food Cities today and tomorrow. It's deals for days. Here's your sale paper. And it goes like this. Some of the things going on sale. The whole boneless pork loin for $1.79 a pound today and tomorrow. Slice free. Smithfield bacon, 22-ounce package for $6.99. Let me see if I can put on the old Food City glasses. I got them in the, there you go. Wow, look at that. It's not a 29, it's a 22. Jumped out at me. $6.99. Smithfield bacon. 22-ounce package for $6.99 today and tomorrow. Peel's Mandarin oranges, a 5-pound bag, good for you, for $6.99 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. The Pepsi products, you got them on sale, 12-pack, 12-ounce cans for $5.49. Limit 3 coming up for today and tomorrow. Also, Breyer's ice cream and Oreo cookies. Yeah. Breyer's ice cream, 48-ounce tub, or Oreo family-size cookies, both $2.99. Limit 4 today and tomorrow. If you like Pringles, gosh, we used to fight over those Pringles when we were kids. When they first came out, good night. Me and my brothers and I guess that's better English, fought over those Pringles all the time. It's like chunks of gold got Pringles in those little canisters. We could go through them too. 3 for $5 today and tomorrow. Limit 6 at all Food Cities. There's the Pringles, showing you right there. There you go. Then over on the right, you see the Simply Done paper towels and bath tissue for $7.99. 6 double rolls of paper towels or 12 mega rolls of bath tissue, $7.99 today and tomorrow at all Food City locations. And that's on the front. And then jumbo baked potatoes. Jumbo baking potatoes, rather. You have, hello, Bernice Hyder. How you doing, lady? Jumbo baking potatoes, 8-pound bag for $4.99 today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. That's just on the front. We got all kinds of them on the back, too. God goodness, what we got back here? Whew, look at that right there. Out of the Bakery Deli, a strawberry shortcake. Let me show that to you. That is $6.99. You couldn't make it for that. Look at that. Whoa. $6.99 strawberry shortcake today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Also, you have gourmet chicken salad for $5.99 a pound, made fresh in the deli. Baked fresh in the store, all butter croissants, $2.99 today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Over 150 stores now in 5 states. RC products, 6-pack, 16-ounce bottles, 4 for $10, limit 4 there. And it's going to be cooking out this weekend. It's going to be a good weekend to grill out, so warm it up. You have the ballpark buns, hot dog and hamburger buns for $1.99 a piece. Limit 4 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. Those are some of the specials going on. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. I can't wait to get to the story about Rafael Devers. Oh, boy. Oh, and here's another interesting story. You know, we talked earlier this week about the AAC telling the universities, with the exception of Army, Navy, you got to have at least $10 million into the kitty now to be able to pay these student athletes. Yeah, it's big business, folks. Got a story coming up. University comes out and says, you know what? We signed this football coach in December. We can't pay him. We don't have the money to pay him. There ain't enough money in the kitty. I'm telling you, the rubber's going to hit the road in this college football. I don't know what's going to happen or how it's going to shake out, but it's going to shake out. They just cannot continue to do this, and it's showing. Again, now a story coming out, a very prominent university will tell you coming out of the break. They have told their coach and their athletic director told the board of trustees, we can't pay him. We don't have the money to pay him. They signed him in December. We'll tell you who it is right after the break. Signed him in December, but they said, we ain't got the jingle or the jack, if you will, to pay him. Interesting. Quick break, back with more. Also, Texas. Here's another problem. All kinds of problems in college sports. Here's another problem. Texas is reporting, turning themselves in, 5 guys on the football team. Betting. Boom. Another problem. Be sure your sins will find you out. And know what it says in the book? Yep. So gambling, no, the boys aren't going to gamble. Now, come on, Tom. Remember when they first started talking about all this, putting all these kiosks on college campuses and all this? No, they're not going to bet. No, they wouldn't do that. Okay. It's the tip of the iceberg, I think. I think there's a lot more going on out there than we're knowing and being told and being shown. But for the story and the sake of the story, you know we're in America. You are innocent until proven guilty. But there is, where there's smoke, there's fire. So we'll take a look at that one. Also, the college university, or actually the university, it says, we can't pay our coach. Interesting. Quick break, right back after this from one of our great sponsors. Good folks, while we're here today, Food City. Been doing Food City Fridays for, Food City Fridays over 20 years. And so here we go. We'll be right back after this. Take a look at some college sports, in this case football, on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders, custom cuts, and even entire meal recommendations. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
Huh. I bet he'd be great at wrapping presents.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry Fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike Dry Fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. And Byron, the Tom Baylor Sports Show. Let me show you this. He just sent this to me a few minutes ago. This is really cool. This is the very latest logo you can put on your hat. So these are leather. That is a leather for any school or company or organization or church, whatever you want to put in that circle, you can do that. This is, we're going to be back on. I'm 99% sure back out on the road next week. Hope so. Not hope so, we're going to be. So that is the leather, and the leather comes in, they have white with black, black with silver, brown and black, pink and black, and all kinds of variations. So that's the newest machine they've got to make leather patches to put right on your ball cap. That is really slick. In fact, he's doing one for the Tom Baylor Sports Show. That's cool. He's making me one so I can proudly wear it from Brummett Sports. Here's another example. You see that one right there. And there's another example. Let me scroll that down a little bit. There's another one you can get for any team. He always does Elizabeth, and for the obvious, that's where they are. But they can do, and they do, what do you tell me, send stuff to Ohio? Send stuff all over the place. Here's a Hampton Bulldog. There you go. That's a sharp-looking leather patch. That's pretty slick. And here's one more that's a non-sports. If you just want to put, you're a fisherman or a hunter, whatever you want to put in that circle, you can do it from Brummett Sports Shop. Pretty cool. I like that. Good job. And so that's the newest piece of equipment they purchased. Hello, Junior. How you doing? Hope I get to see you Sunday in the church house. Sunday school, that's the goal. Hope we can get there. All right, here's the story. Interesting. We got coming up, by the way, Milligan basketball at 12:45 airtime, tip-off audio only. Here's what you're going to see. We're going to bring it to you. There it is. That's what's going to be on the screen for you to hear. Milligan basketball for both the guys and the girls. The girls play tonight at 7, and the ladies play at 7 tonight from Indianapolis. The gentlemen playing in Williamsburg, Kentucky at 1 o'clock today. It's the round of 64 NII men's basketball tournament. And if you win, then you get down. If you can win today and win tomorrow, then you go to the NAIA National Tournament, which will be in Kansas City later on in the month. So that's what we're banking on. The Raiders just win, baby, and that's what we're saying. Just win, Buffs. Go Buffs. We'll bring that to you. We're excited to do this, and so we'll do it coming up airtime at 12:45 today. So here we go. College sports. You got two stories here that has far-reaching implications, in my humble opinion. It's just me, but that's what I think. And it goes like this. UNLV, University of Nevada, Las Vegas Athletic Director Eric Harper admitted the school can only afford to pay the first 2 years of the new football coach's contract. That would be Dan Mullen. It's a 5-year, $17.5 million contract. We only got enough money paying for the first 2 years. I'm telling you, we had the story, Kentucky bound today to cheer on the Milligan Buffs. You got it. We're going to be bringing it to you coming up at 12:45. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you, sir. Drive safe. So we had the story earlier in the week where they told Ben Johnson, the coach of Minnesota, he was part of his job duties was to raise money through the NIL. And he only raised like $2 million. You say only two, but these other schools have deeper pockets and more money. In fact, he lost 3 starters from Minnesota's team last year to the schools that would pay him more money. Folks, it's all of it. I mean, it's like a subsidiary of the NBA, quite frankly. These guys are getting paid in basketball and all the sports, in the NFL, all of them. So anyway, here's the story. Dan Mullen signs a contract in December. New coach, UNLV football coach. Dan Mullen's 5-year, $17.5 million contract. The athletic director told the Board of Regents last week, we ain't got it. We can pay him the first 2 years. That's all we got. They're $26 million in debt. Could only afford the first 2 years of a contract that pays a former Florida coach $3.5 million a year. So he's got $7 million coming. Beyond that, we can't pay you, sir. Wow. They hired him in December to replace Barry Odom, who left for Purdue. Now, the Big Ten school will pay UNLV $3 million to buy out Odom's contract, slated to arrive in two payments of $1.5 million over the next 2 years. That's not going to solve the problem either, really. So Mullen comes on board where he finished with a 34-15 record at Florida. Mullen's contract also calls for an annual $100,000 retention bonus starting in 2027. Well, they can't even pay his payroll. I'm telling you, it's here, folks. I don't know where these, and so some of these universities, I know Alabama has petitioned their fan base to give more money to the NIL to pay these kids to play so we can be competitive and be, as good as the guy down the street or better based on the talent we get, based on the money we can pay them. Because it's all about what are you going to do for me. Do you ever hear grade point averages anymore? No. Majors? No. I'm going to go over here and major in. You don't ever hear that. Here's a question I want to ask. And I don't have this answer, but do these guys even go to class? I mean, why would they? Why would these guys getting paid millions of dollars to play football or basketball? Why would you go to class? It doesn't matter. You're getting your money. Sleep in and say you're quote-unquote enrolled at the University of blank, but do you go to class? Do you need to go to class? Well, you need to, but do you? And I wonder, I would assume they don't. If I'm getting paid $2 or $3 million to catch or kick or throw a football or baseball or basketball, you're going to be hard-pressed to get me rolled out at 8 o'clock in the morning, go to a class that I don't really have to go to because I don't got money in my pocket. So, well, you can't play basketball or football or baseball forever. I know that, but they don't know that. They think they're 10 foot tall and bulletproof. So, and they've been taught that and shown that. They've been pampered and babied, and they're getting paid big bucks to play sports. So I guess any 18, 19, 20-year-old guy or girl would think, why go to class? Don't have to. I'm getting paid to do basically just play sports. So anyway, it's interesting. This is all going to come to a head. I don't know what's going to happen and where it's going to happen, but it just can't keep going. This NIL. You are tapping these fan bases more and more and more. You're raising your ticket prices. You're raising your concession prices. Not all places, but some places they are. And now they're come back. Some of the universities said, can you help us put more money in the kitty for the NIL? But see, the problem with that with me, okay, I'm going to pay, who's on there right now? I'm going to pay Rob Fritz or Carl Wilson. I'm going to pay Carl Wilson $2 million to play. And old Carl said, okay. But then next season, after I put $2 million into his pocket, from our pocket, from the donor base, old Carl says, I'm going down the road and play at XYZ school. They're going to pay me $2.5 million. So all my money's all for naught. It's gone. Kind of hard to do that. I guess that's how it works. That's how I think it works. Be a little tough for me to pony up the money to pay these guys, knowing that, they can leave on a whim. It's called transfer portal. So we'll see. All right, that's story number one. They can't pay the coach at UNLV. So, what? Now you're looking, I would think, at if they don't pay him, he's got 2 years to get his money. He's going to get $7 million. Not like he's going to be destitute. But if they can't pay him, then after that, I would think there's a breach of contract. There's going to be lawsuits flying. And then the university is going to pay even more if they can't. But they've got the first 2 years are covered out of 5 years. And so Dan Mullen's okay coaching UNLV for this year, next year. He's getting paid. But after that, Eric Harper says, now think of this. The athletic department, $26 million in debt. UNLV, the Running Rebels, University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Interesting. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here again in studio. Brought to you by Food City. 12:45 airtime with a tip at 1 o'clock, audio only. Here's what you're going to see. Let me show you again. I'm excited about this. Boom. There it is. We're going to bring you the Milligan men's basketball game from Williamsburg, Kentucky, and then we're going to turn right around and bring you the ladies tonight at 7:15 from Indianapolis against the, what's their name? The Hustlin' Owls. The Hustlin' Owls from Oregon Tech. I think that's it. So, anyway, there you go. All right, item number 2, probably a bigger problem. They can't pay coaches right now. That's a biggie. Athletic departments are strapped. How do you get $26 million in debt? It was pretty easy. $26 million? And I can see $2 or $3 million. UNLV's athletic director told the Board of Regents, we're in at least $26 million worth of debt, can only afford the first 2 years of contract. Wow. All right, here's the other story. University of Texas, the Longhorns. self-reporting 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 5 NCAA violations in relation to what? Sports betting. Yeah. Players listed 2 football players, a non-student athlete that had ties to the women's tennis team, a student assistant, and an uncategorized athletic department employee. Oh boy, we got employees now in the athletic department. We've got 2 football players at Texas. The 5 people totaled over $14,000 in bets as a group. The wagers were placed, won't give them I'm not going to tell you who it is, I'm not going to give them free advertising, but it was placed with a daily fantasy sports website. Per NCAA rules, players, coaches, and staff members are prohibited from wagering on any sport in which the NCAA sponsors a championship. Yeah, right. That's like telling a cow not to give milk. It's going to happen. It's college boys and college ladies. It's happening. Here it is. There's 5 at Texas. Wow. So what are they going to do? I'm not sure what they're going to do. So one of the Longhorn football players is deemed ineligible, but was ultimately reinstated. That particular player was required to pay back the value of the wages to a charity of his choosing. So you really get smacked on the hand. I mean, think of this. Okay, you get caught betting. What are we going to do? We're going to suspend him? We did, but we reinstated him as long as he pays it back. Well, that means they're saying it's okay. And it's not okay in my book. I'm old school. It's not okay. So one of the players, deemed ineligible, was ultimately reinstated, was required to pay back the value of the wagers to a charity of his choosing. So he comes back and says, okay, you owe us, let's see, here's the other guy placed $9,600 in wagers while attending school at Texas. In addition, 2 of his bets were placed on Texas basketball teams. So here's my question. I don't know where you were when you were in college. I didn't have $9,600. I lived off Wagner orange juice and fudge rounds and Pop-Tarts and ramen noodles in college. I don't know what you did. I didn't have $9,600 to wage. Where did you get the money at? This is a college student. Anyway, Texas reporting. The player ended up leaving Texas, stopped his college football career, so the Texas Athletic Department didn't penalize him. He left, but he still did it. So, anyway, stay tuned. I'm not sure what the NCAA is going to do about it. So, but over $14,000 in impermissible bets as a group were wagered through a fantasy sports website. So, what do you do? According to the American Statesman, now what is the American Statesman? Let's see what's the Austin newspaper. The American Statesman, according to the Austin newspaper, the NCAA has stated an estimated 50 sports betting violations reported in 2023 and 100 in 2024. They've doubled the violations. Sports betting, college athletes on the games. So, and you're going to ask me to give money as a donor? Can you give us a little bit more money so we can pay Tom Taylor so he can play for us and not go down the road and play for somebody else? I'm telling you, it's out of control. The horse is out of the barn, and they can't rope him in. I don't know what they're going to do about it, but that's you think that out of that whole story, you think of that what I just said. 50 sports betting violations in 2023 and 100 sports betting violations in 2024. They've doubled. And it's not going to stop. It'll keep going up. Because why? Well, because it's what they just did to this kid. Or didn't do to him, I guess. They said, as long as you pay it back, you're okay. We made you ineligible. There it is. One of the this is a Texas football player, University of Texas. Was first deemed ineligible, but was ultimately reinstated as long as he paid it back to a charity of his choice. It's okay. You got caught, it's all right. As long as you pay it back, we'll make it look good and pay it to pick somebody. I don't know, pick something. The American Cancer Society, Meals on Wheels, whatever you want to do, pay it back to a non-profit charity or a non-profit organization. It's going to be okay. So what lesson is learned here? You get caught, just pay it back. You're all right. No. All right, let's go to baseball. We're here till about 12 o'clock. Then we're going to step aside, come back at 12:45 with Milligan basketball. Audio only from Williamsburg, Kentucky. We're excited about it. Hello, Baker. How you doing? Where did you say you're going? You're going somewhere. this weekend, going down to see Duke and UNC. There you go. Baker will be styling and profiling in the arena. Everybody gonna see Creed and Scotty, and I guess Cam's going. So there you go. The Bakers are heading off on a road trip this weekend. So there you go. All right, Rafael Devers, Red Sox opening day. This guy's a piece of work. Greg and I talked about him yesterday, Mr. Baseball on the show. We're live here in studio, brought to you by Food City. We got the Food City Friday specials coming up, deals for days. We'll tell you some more about those. Rafael Devers says, now, he's not played any in spring training. This guy's not been in one spring training game. Major League Baseball opening day is 2 weeks from yesterday. This guy's not played. He's nursing a shoulder injury. Was expected to make his spring debut last Wednesday. Now, part of the thing he's been telling everybody, including the Red Sox management, of course, I've got to get in shape. I've got to be ready to go. It's a long season. Hello, Marianne Cook Seal. How you doing, lady? And Brenda Callens, that's a new name. Thank you, ladies, for watching. So he says, now you and I work at a job, and we're supposed to report and go to work, and we're supposed to do basically whatever they want us to do for the betterment of the company, within reason, as long as it's morally and ethical and above board and all that. You know the story. All right. So this guy comes in. He says, here's what I'm not going to do. They sign Alex Bregman. They said, we're going to put him at third base. Devers said, no, I'm not giving up third base. I'm going to be third baseman. Okay. There's your first one. There's your first red flag. Number two, he's not played the first inning yet for the Red Sox. So, supposed to have made his debut last Wednesday, but got pushed back a few days. I think that's been 8 days ago. 9 days ago now. So, supposed to play tomorrow. That's written in pencil, not in pen. So, Rafael's getting ready to go. I'm getting cranked up. Been working off season, getting my shoulders ready. I can't really get going yet. I got working on my shoulders, stringing up my shoulders. I got a 162 game schedule coming. Really? You ain't the only one, Jack. Everybody's got 162 games. No use to this guy at all. I guess you can tell that. So, and I've never met him. He's an incredible, talented player. By the way, he's entering the second season of franchise record 10-year, $313 million contract. He said, I'm not playing third base. I'm not giving up third base. I'm not going to play till I'm ready to go. And he hadn't played the first inning yet. I wouldn't, well, anyway, it doesn't make any difference what I wouldn't do because I'm not the manager, but I can tell you what I would do. Yeah. Report to duty, sir. You're an employee. I'm writing you checks. What the guy's getting? $313 million over 10 years, $31 million a year for 162 games, and you can't show up for practice or show up for spring training and get out on the field and get ready to play to help our ball club win a pennant, which is why you're there, to win championships. I would put him on the see you later, we're making a move, but I don't know. That's just me. All right. There's probably more to it than that. I'm just over here in East Tennessee talking about it, but the tail wags the dog more times than not in athletics. So these guys are telling the owners who's writing checks, here's what I'm going to do, or here's what I'm not going to do. Anyway, Rafael Devers, we'll see. Once he comes out of spring training, so now the whole point of the story is he said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. Walks back his refusal to DH. That was the other thing he said. I'm not going to move from third base. Alex Bregman, who's a Gold Glove third baseman, we signed him. Oh, by the way, Bregman. Let's see, what they get Bregman. So they signed this Yahoo for 10 years, $313 million back in 2023. The Red Sox signed Bregman to a 3-year, $120 million contract. Got to put him on the field. We're paying this guy big bucks, too. Well, 3 into 120, he's getting paid $40 million himself. Got to get him on the field somewhere. His place to play is at third base. Devers says, I'm not moving. I'm going to stay at third. I'm not giving up my base. Really? Okay. I've never had that luxury. With somebody when I worked for another man says, I want you to do this. Even if I didn't want to do it. Had a family to feed and I said, okay, I'll do it. Didn't want to do it, but I did it. Oh, Rafael says, I ain't doing it. Then they say, well, I want you to be a DH. No, I don't want to be a DH. I want to play third base when I want to play. What do you think we're going to do with Bregman? We're going to put Bregman at second base. Bregman says, put me wherever. I just want to play. I'm ready to go. Great attitude. Devers says, now he says, I love this. Today he said, or yesterday he says, I'll do whatever the Red Sox ask of me. as opening day approaches. Of course, he set out the whole spring training. He's been coasted, and so now he said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. He ain't a team player. It's all about me, not about we, this cat. Rafael Devers, we'll see how far. We'll see when he comes out at the start of the season. If he comes out with a hitting slump or whatever he comes out, he may come out smoking the ball. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Let's see the future Tampa Bay Rays in trouble. Rays owner Stu Sternberg yesterday announcing the team will not move forward with plans to construct a new $1.3 billion stadium in St. Petersburg. Hurricane Milton came through and tore up Tropicana Field in October, so now they don't know what they're going to do. Approval for the ballpark was granted last July. The new stadium is going to be built essentially on the other side of Tropicana Field. Scheduled to open in 2028. Included a surrounding ballpark village with commercial and residential space and an entertainment venue. The Rays are walking away from all of it, so we're not going to do it. Couldn't afford construction delays. Had political infighting. The city commission couldn't get along about this. Some said yes, some said no about building this in Tampa, so they're walking away from it. The team faced a March 31st deadline coming up in a couple of weeks to show they'd come up with a $700 million obligation to the new ballpark. No new stadium in the works. What are they going to do? Where are they going to go? Does he have to sell the team? Do they stay in St. Pete? Do they have to relocate? Where would they go? I don't know. They're trying to get a Major League Baseball franchise in Orlando. They've been trying for years to get one in Charlotte, and they're trying to get one in Nashville, which all three would be good spots to move this team if it has to be moved. So, wow. Can they go to a minor league field like the A's are doing right now? Don't know. But they got problems in Tampa for sure with their baseball stadium. What are they going to do? So, we'll see. Stay tuned. All right, Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Quick break. We'll be right back from Food City. And, again, here's what we got coming up 12:45. There it is. Audio only. Looking forward to bringing it to you. The Milligan Buffs and University of Cumberland Patriots in the round of 64, live from Williamsburg, Kentucky. We're going to bring it. And hello, Wayne Fuller is the new name. Thank you for watching, sir. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We got more to talk about. We'll go back and see if we get an update on some of the scores in the state basketball tournament for the ladies. We'll do that right after this from our great sponsor, Food City. Food City Friday. Where is their specials? Let's run them down for you real quick. As we get it right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you a gourmet chicken salad fan? I got it on sale today and tomorrow at all Food Cities for $5.99. Swaggerty's biscuits, $4.99. That would be 12 snack-size sandwiches, sausage biscuits, Swaggerty's. There it is right there for $4.99. How about that strawberry shortcake? Get your finger out of the way, Tom. Yes, sir. $6.99 strawberry shortcake made fresh in the bakery deli every day. $6.99 for that. That is awesome. You couldn't make it for that if we not made it. If you went and bought the products, you couldn't make it for that. Look at that. $6.99 strawberry shortcake today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. General Mills fruit snacks. The roll-ups and snacks, 2 for $5, limit 4. And the Pillsbury Toaster Strudels, and the Mini Cinnies, and the Toaster Scrambles, 2 for $5, limit 4, today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Hello, Phil Dew. How you doing, sir? And let me give you one more before we go to the break here. Body Armor, selected varieties, 16-ounce bottle, $1 a piece, 10 for 10, limit 10. Here you go, Body Armor. People working out, getting in shape. There you go, 10 for 10, going on today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. All right, quick break. We'll be right back after this. You are in studio at the Tom Taylor Sports Show number 2248. Hope to be back on the road on Monday at Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on Monday. Tuesday, we're scheduled to be at Phil's Dream Pit. Wednesday, Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thursday, Lingerfield Drug Center. Thank you, Eric Carter. Goodness, for helping me get back on the mend here. And then Friday, a week from today, we should be back at Food City in Elizabeth, and that's the goal. All right, quick break. Back after this. More sports next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand-cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. Now, I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue. And that is always the buzz. And if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3, we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days, there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
And if you don't have a church house, we'd love for you to come worship with us on Sunday with Pastor Fowler right there. You just saw him. All right, let's run down who's playing where today. Let's go. At 12 o'clock, you got the Big Ten tournament. Oregon and Michigan State, number 8 against number 1. At 1 o'clock, number 1 seeded Auburn takes on Ole Miss in the SEC tournament in Nashville. At 1 o'clock, it'll be Wichita and Memphis in the AAC tournament. Big Ten at 2:30, Wisconsin and UCLA, number 5 versus number 4. At 3:30 or thereabouts, Tennessee, number 4 seed, at 25-6, taking on Texas, 13th seed in the Cinderella story at 19-14, and the first year in the league, making a splash. Longhorns at 19-14, Tennessee at 25-6. Tennessee played them once on January the 11th in Texas and beat them 74-70. St. John's will play Marquette. That'll be coming up again. Let's see, that'll be at 6:30 tonight, the night game. Number 1 seed, Big East, St. John's and Rick Pitino. 28-4, Marquette, the 5th seed at 23-9. They'll square off again at 6:30 tonight. Also, Illinois, Maryland, Big Ten tournament. Illinois at number 7 seeded and Maryland number 2 seed. Terrapins can be a team to you may want to be watching them in the NCAA tournament. They can play. They'll go at it at 6:30 at 7 tonight on ESPN. North Carolina, Duke. Again, you have Duke, the number 1 seed. Big man's not playing. They said he may not be back until the NCAA tournament, which I totally understand. Folks say he's not going to play. No, I wouldn't play him. If I got the NCAA tournament coming, you got a choice of the ACC semifinals against North Carolina and the NCAA tournament, trying to win a national championship. What would you do? Of course, I don't know what you would do. What I would do is I'd set him, let that ankle heal up. Anyway, North Carolina Duke play at 7 tonight. You have BYU and Houston in the Big 12 tournament. Number 1 seeded Cougars, number 4 BYU. That'll be coming up tonight. And let's see what else we got here. We have Missouri and Florida tonight at 7 o'clock. Number 2, Florida, number 7, Missouri at 7 this evening. Purdue and Michigan, the Big 10 at 9 o'clock tonight. Purdue, number 6, Michigan, number 3 seed in the Big 10. Clemson and Louisville. That should be a good one. Clemson, 3 seed. Louisville, the 2 seed in the ACC tournament tonight in Charlotte at 9:30. We got 2 more. Arizona and Texas Tech in the Big 12 at 9:30 tonight. Number 2, Red Raiders. Number 3, Arizona. And then the last one tonight, the SEC, Kentucky and Alabama. 6-seeded Wildcats at 22-10. Alabama, the 3 seed at 24-7. So that's what's going on in college hoops for today. A lot of good basketball. If you're a basketball junkie, this weekend's good. Of course, March Madness is good too. But if you are a basketball junkie, a lot of guys will be sitting on the couch or in the recliner just slung up, ready to go. So there you go. So anyway, Tennessee will take on Texas right around 3:30 this afternoon. The Volunteers, the 4 seed and the 13th seed, will go to the Texas Longhorns, who are making a splash, as we said, the first year in the NCAA tournament with the SEC. We'll see how far they go. Let's see. Do we have? Nope. Yes, we do. Final score, Van Buren. First game out of the state girls basketball tournament, Van Buren County beat Coalfield 54-52. So Van Buren County will move on now. They will play the winner of the Richland-Greenfield game for the state championship tomorrow. So semifinal win, Van Buren County has put themselves in the driver's seat to play for the state championship in single-A girls basketball. First one out of the shoot playing now up and running. It's getting ready to start next. York Institute and Gatlinburg Pittman. So that's coming up a little bit later on this afternoon. And then really the only team left down there that we could cheer for from our neck of the woods probably be Northview Academy, which is down the road in Sevierville. But still, it's Northeast Tennessee per se. And they take on Dyersburg at 5:30 this evening in the AAA state semifinals. So good luck there. Let's see, baseball from, let's see, Major League Baseball. Let's hit this real quick. Try and get everything covered before we drop out of here and come back at 12:45 with Milligan basketball. So let's hit this right here and go down today and see who's playing where in the bigs. Braves will take on Washington today at 1:05. Cincinnati and the White Sox, Seattle and Cleveland, Angels and Athletics, Red Sox and Miami. You think Rafael Devers will play today? No. Kansas City and the Angels, he's getting ready for the grueling 162-game season. Well, what about all these other guys who are practicing and playing and throwing and running and catching? Come on. Giants in Milwaukee. I'd love to have him sitting across from me. I'd love to interview this guy. I would love to interview Rafael Devers, but I won't because he's there and I'm here. Cincinnati, the Reds will be in Arizona, playing Arizona. Toronto and Houston. Twins in Baltimore, Tampa Bay, Minnesota, split squad. Half plays Baltimore, other half plays Tampa Bay. Detroit and Pittsburgh, Cardinals and the Mets, Philadelphia and the Yankees, the Rockies and Texas split squad, and Texas and San Diego on the other side of the split squad. Evan Carter did not play yesterday, so hopefully he'll get in today and play for the Texas Rangers, but they are playing a split squad. Half will play Colorado tonight under the lights, other half will play San Diego. National Hockey League, the Predators skating tonight at Anaheim against the Ducks. Detroit skates at Carolina, Edmonton against New York and the Islanders in Madison Square Garden. No, it won't be in Madison Square Garden. They got basketball there. I don't know where they're playing this one at. Colorado at Calgary, Dallas skates in Winnipeg, and Utah in Seattle. Again, the Predators will skate in Anaheim tonight. Predators at 25-32, and Anaheim at 28-30. So a couple of teams that not going anywhere fast right now in the National Hockey League. Predators having a tough year. So there you go. All right, Tom Toda Sports Show. We got 6 or 7 more minutes. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. Got more sports for you right after this. Love this from President Trump. Tell us, my friend.
I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best.
It's important to hire a professional because you want a quality, trained, and licensed person working in your home. All of my staff are factory trained and have years of experience. With today's technology in heating and air conditioning systems, you want a trained professional working on your system. Our motivation to provide our customers with the best service is years of experience. We've been in business for 35 years and we plan on being in business for another 35 years, so we want to make our customers happy.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
These are the hands that planted the seed and pulled the weeds and fixed the engine and harvested the crop and loaded the truck. What of all these hands do nothing is more important than being a good neighbor. From the farm to Food City, local produce is all in a day's work.
And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show for a few more minutes, and we'll step away and come back at 12:45 for Milligan basketball, live from Williamsburg, Kentucky. Hello to Kathleen Klein, Bradley Bird, Johnny Butler, Matt White, some new names. Thank you for watching the show. NASCAR tripleheader weekend in Las Vegas. That's a lot going on out of the Big 12 tournaments out there. Of course, the NASCAR weekend, trucks tonight, Xfinity tomorrow, and the Cup Series and the Pennzoil 400 on Sunday. Your defending champ of the race a year ago is Kyle Larson. He won it a year ago, and in the most recent race in October in Las Vegas was won by Joey Logano, the points champion. So Logano and Larson, in fact, had won back-to-back races. So Kyle Larson likes Las Vegas. Logano likes it as well. Let's see. Let's run down through and see. Joey Logano's won it in 19, 20, 22, and last year. He's a four-time winner, Joey Logano. He's your fave, I guess. Kyle Larson has won it three times. Larson won it in 2021, 2023, and of course, as we said, last spring he won the race at Vegas. So Logano with 4 wins, and Larson with 3 wins. Looking at there, Denny Hamlin's won. Brad Keselowski's won there twice, 3 times. Kyle Busch has won there, so you've got 4 for Logano, 3 for Larson, 3 for Keselowski, and 1 for Kyle Busch. Trying to think anybody else is still on the circuit. That's still Truex is gone. Let's see. Alex Bowman's won there. William Byron's won there. So there's a couple of guys from Rick Hendrick Racing, I should say, that have won. So there you go. But Logano leads them with 4 wins. They'll roll off there Sunday afternoon in Las Vegas, the Pennzoil 400, the latest run. And, of course, the big story there is, can Christopher Bell make it 4 in a row? Last one did that when 4 of the first 5 races was Wild Bill Elliott back in 1992. So we'll see if he can do it. All right, we want to say hello to some folks before we get out of here. Bradley Bird, Deanna Lansall, Bruce Hartnell, Josh Underwood. Come back with us. Here's what you're going to see at 12:45. Boom, right there. Milligan basketball tournament play, the field of 64, live from Williamsburg, Kentucky. We'll be ready to bring it to you. We're looking forward to doing that, and that's what you're going to see. We'll bring it to you play-by-play. Looking forward to doing that. And so the Buffs are red hot. They're a basketball team they can play. They've won 11 out of the last 12 for the Buffs, and they've won 7 in a row. Is that right? Let's see. Get my cheat sheet right here. I can tell you real quick my stat sheet. Let's see. University of Cumberland's won 9 of their last 11. They're 22-8. The Buffs are 22-9, and they have won. Milligan, let's see, right here. Milligan has won 4 in a row, 11 out of the last 12. At one point, they had a 7-game winning streak, so they come in at 22-9. University of Cumberland's at 22-8. Winner moves on, losers eliminated. It's the round of 64 in the NAIA basketball playoffs. Guys will go, as we said, at 1 o'clock. We'll go in there at 12:45. They'll come back tonight and bring you the ladies. The Lady Buffs, red hot. Man, they are a hot basketball team. They've won a ton. At one point, they had 10 in a row. Milligan will play again. They'll come at us from Indianapolis, Indiana. We'll have that before we had 7:15 tonight, so audio only. So Milligan basketball doubleheader. Tournament play. Winner moves on. Losers eliminated in the field of 64. You got 64 teams out there playing. Everybody's in these quadrants. There's 4 teams in each quadrant. So Milligan wins today. They come back and play tomorrow. They win tomorrow. They head off to the Sweet 16. For the men, will be in Kansas City. The Sweet 16 for the ladies in Sioux City, Iowa. So that's the goal, and that's what we're going to shoot for. That's what we're gunning for. And so we'll do it from here. We'll join you back here at 12:45, ready to bring it to you, audio only. See you then. Thanks again for watching an abbreviated edition of the Tom Douglas Sports Show, brought to you by Food City. And let's get one more time, give you some of these specials before we get out of here, because these are good deals. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Let's see, Smithfield bacon, 22-ounce package for $6.99 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. We show the sale pay what it looks like here, and we'll give you some more deals, and we'll step aside and come back at 12:45. All right, a whole boneless pork loin, $1.79 a pound. Jumbo baking potatoes, 8-pound bag for $4.99. You have the California Peels Mandarin Oranges, 5-pound bag for $6.99. Pepsi products, any Pepsi products you got this weekend, today and tomorrow, 12-pack, 12-ounce cans for $5.49. What is the most popular Pepsi product they sell? No question. Every time I see the Pepsi guy at the store, we'll be back at the store next week. We're getting healed up here. And so he said, no question, Mountain Dew and Diet Dew. Out the door. 3-1. Selling to the other Pepsi products. That's a pretty incredible stat. They've got them for $5.49 today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. Oreo family-size cookies or Breyers ice cream, $2.99. A 48-ounce tub of Breyers ice cream for $2.99. Oreo family cookies, oh yeah, dunk them in the milk. Food City milk, got it. Also, Pringles, 3 for $5, limit 6 today and tomorrow. Hostess snack cakes for $1.99 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. General Mills cereal, Cheerios or Lucky Charms, $2.99 today and tomorrow, limit 4. Simply Done paper towels, 6 double rolls, $7.99. 12 mega rolls of bath tissue, $7.99 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. Deals for days at all Food Cities. Let's hit these back sales and we'll be out of here. We'll come back at 12:45 with Milligan basketball, audio only. Gourmet chicken salad for $5.99. All butter croissants, $2.99. Bakery fresh strawberry shortcake, single layer, $6.99 today and tomorrow. Swaggerty's biscuits, 12 snack size sandwiches for $4.99. Ballpark buns, hamburger or hot dog buns for grilling out, $1.99 for an 8-pack, limit 4 today and tomorrow. And Pillsbury toaster strudels, 2 for $5. And Yoo-Hoo, didn't talk about Yoo-Hoo earlier. Yoo-Hoo, 12-pack, 11-ounce cans for $4.99. Cheese and crackers or caddies. Cheese and crackers or caddies for $4.99. Bluebonnet spread for $2.99. And Body Armor, buck a piece. These are 16-ounce bottles, buck a piece. 10 for 10, limit 10, today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. All right, out of here. Thank you for watching an abbreviated edition of the show. We'll come back again at 12:45 with Milligan basketball, which is not that far away. So in about 40-some minutes, we'll be right back at it. So let's close it out with a verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Here it is, 1 Chronicles 16, 10 and 11 says, glory in his holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice. Look to the Lord in his strength and seek his face always. Whew! 1 Chronicles 16, 10 and 11. Good way to end it. Back at 12:45, Milligan basketball, audio only. Until then, we'll tell you as always, bloom where you're planted. And win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2248. The Tom Douglas Sports Show brought to you by the good folks from Food City. See you back here at 12:45 in just a little while. Milligan basketball. So long.